Hello and welcome to Grip City Dodgeball. Today we've got a Willamette Division match between the Southeast Meltdown and the King City Knights. Refs are ready, the balls are set, let's start the action. Here we go, game one. Brandon wins the rush for the Knights. Coiv takes a shot and misses. Now we've got the Meltdown with a 3-ball attack. Mangold takes a shot and misses through the middle. Knights are up. Brandon takes a shot again. Close call there, ground. It looks like Ricky will stay in, and the Meltdown will have a 3-ball attack. Mangold takes a shot. The balls collide in the air, so there's no out there, but Ricky takes a well-timed counter in the confusion and takes out Coiv and gets the rebound. So the Meltdown will be on another 3-ball attack. Whitaker with the shot right into Brandon's face. He apologized. That's illegal. You're not allowed to apologize. And the Knights take a 3-ball attack and get nothing. Squints with the pressure. They can't keep the sweep though, so the Knights will go again. 5, 4, 3. See here, Matt with the throw. He takes a shot and misses over Kyle's head. Whitaker with the pressure, and the Meltdown will have a 3-ball attack. 5, 2, 3. Matt throws the counter and takes out Whitaker, but leaves Tiffin alone. She throws a counter and gets doubled, but survives. Doesn't get an out, and the Meltdown are going to come with 3 here. Up to the line. Tiff survives another double. She throws a counter into it as well, but doesn't connect. She's got 2. And the Meltdown are up for another 3-ball attack. Tiff throws another counter and misses. Mangold throws over her. Ricky throws into the ground, so she's going to have to throw 1 here. Takes a shot high and wide. Renzo runs. She takes a counter but misses. Mangold solos. That's kind of what you want. Renzo's up there to distract, but she got the one throw at her, but she couldn't complete the catch, and that gives the Meltdown game 1. Off the rush in game 2, Brandon wins. Oh, let's have a second look at that. We've got a replay here. Brandon steps on the line. This puts him in the outline and guarantees the win of that middle ball to the Meltdown. Meltdown here with a 3-ball attack. Mangold takes the shot and Coiv survives it. Knights are up now with 3. Tiffany takes the shot high, but they get the rebound. Knights will go again with 3. Coiv takes the shot and takes out Nick on the cross. And now it'll be up to the Meltdown with 3. Shot at Coiv misses. Tiffany takes a counter and misses. And this leaves the Knights with just 1 ball. It looks like they did get a trade there. They did get an out, so it is 4-on-2. Coiv tries to force the issue against Mangold, but he does not get an out, and he himself is out. This leaves a 4-ball attack for the Meltdown against the Knights left 2-on-2. They double and take out Tiff. And they double and they take out Grace. That's a quick close. Looks like those last couple Knights players were left in kind of a bad position there with no balls. Game 3, we've got Brandon winning the rush. Coiv takes a shot and they do get a quick out off the rush. Ricky's out. Knights are in the lead here 4-on-3, but the Meltdown are up with a 3-ball attack. Matt takes a counter and takes out Whitaker. Coiv pressures to try to keep them from getting that ball clean. He trades with Nick, which leaves Mangold in a 1-on-3. He's got to take the first shot and he misses, but he does get his rebound. He's up again for the Meltdown. Takes another shot, Matt blocks it. Ball heads off to the other side. Once we have that back, we'll have the Knights in with a 3-ball attack. Here they are. Mangold throws an early counter and gets Matt out. He survives the shot from Brandon. We're going to have a replay of this. Ooh. Gets right over the block into the face. Now Mangold's into a 2-on-1, but the Knights are up with 3. Brandon blocks the early counter. They double and miss. Brandon throws left-handed, leaving them with no balls in hand. Grace gets one quick and survives Mangold's attack. They quickly go with no extra balls in hand and miss. Mangold survives the double there. Brandon takes another shot, leaving him with no balls. And Mangold here with 3. There's time to settle. He's going to have a 3-ball attack against the Knights. He throws and Grace survives it with a block. Knights are up with 3. They take a double. Mangold tries to counter early, but misses. Brandon takes a second shot left-handed, again leaving him with no balls. Mangold with 1 in hand for the Meltdown takes him out, and now he's whittled this down to a 1-on-1. Knights have 3. Grace has got to go, but Mangold's early counter clips her shoe, and he brings them back from a 1-on-3 to give the Meltdown a win. They're up 3-0. Going into game 4, Brandon wins the rush again. No early throw from the Knights. They have a 3-ball attack to start. Tiffany takes the shot and takes out Renzo. Mangold's counter takes her out. So we're 3-3 still with a 3-ball attack for the Knights. Brandon and Koiv double up on Ricky, but don't get him. Matt counters and takes out Kyle. Here we go. It looks like they threw a double cross, and they took Ricky out in that. Nick's left alone. He's got 4. He runs up and takes a shot. Brandon runs him down. Puts the ball in a good spot for Nick to catch, but he can't quite seal it, and that will get the Knights on the board. Here we are off the rush for game 5. Renzo takes it. That's the first clean win for the Meltdown in this match, and they'll have a 3-ball attack to start. Mangold takes the shot and misses through the middle. And that rebound will go back to Meltdown, so they'll take a shot here again with 3. Tiffany throws the counter, and it's too early. Ricky takes her out. There's a couple more throws. Koiv survives and blocks. And we'll have a shot from the Knights here with 3. Brandon takes the shot and misses. Ricky pressures, gets the throw from Grace. Mangold counters and hits her. Ricky then tries to trade with Koiv, and Koiv takes him out. Ricky does not survive. So we'll have 2-on-2 here. 2-on-3 for the Knights with a 3-ball attack. Nick trades with Brandon. That's a great trade for the Meltdown. And now we have a 2-on-1 Mangold and Renzo against Koiv. Koiv's got 1, and he takes a shot at Mangold and misses. Mangold pushes up, though, and throws alone. Koiv can't complete the block, and Mangold wins that game, and that's the sealer for the match for the Meltdown. Game 5. Off the rush, Brandon wins it. Koiv tries to counter Ricky, who takes a shot off the rush, but makes a miracle catch to sort of make up for it. Here we go with Whitaker over pressuring. Grace takes advantage, but it does, at what cost? It does give the Meltdown a 4-ball attack now. They double up on Brandon and take him out. Now it's a 2-on-3 with the Knights with a 3-ball attack, 4-ball attack actually here. They'll look to throw 2. Ricky with the only ball in hand. He presses early. Grace hits him early and takes him out, and the Knights even this up at 2-on-2, and they've got a, let's see here, they've got what looks to be a 4-ball attack again. Mangold counters early and misses, and Grace takes him out. Now it's another 4-ball attack for the Knights. They'll set up right away and take the shot at Renzo and a double and miss. Renzo survives. See, he's going to have a 3-ball attack here, 1-on-2. He takes the shot. Matt takes the early counter and takes him out and gets another game in the books for the Knights. That puts us at 2-4 going into the final game here, game 7. Off the rush, Brandon takes it over Ricky. Koiv checks and hesitates and doesn't take the quick throw. Here we go with the Knights with a 3-ball attack. Brandon takes it and hits Ricky. And that ball ricochets. It bounces up kind of into the no-man land on the Meltdown side. Matt and Whitaker trade, still leaving that ball stuck. Nick and Mangold both push up and throw for the Meltdown, but they don't get that stuck ball. So essentially we have a 4-on-0 ball attack for the Knights now. With 3 players in, they're going to line up and throw 3 at Mangold, and they hit him. Koiv decides to leave that ball in no man's land on the Meltdown side. They've still got a 3-on-1. Nick's got to throw one, but he can't really get up and get that ball. So he takes a shot, and Brandon, with great pressure on him, takes him out. And the Knights win 2 in a row to close out, but they do win the match, or do lose the match to the Meltdown 4-3. With that match in the books, here are 3 stats from today's action. Meltdown lost the last 2 on over-aggressive counterplay, not capitalizing on as big of a victory as they could have gotten. The Knights were 5-2 on the rush, but they had little to show to it, often not capitalizing on getting that early out that the rush leads to. Ultimately, the Meltdown's 3-0 start carried them to victory, with the Knights regularly leaving their late-game players in tough spots. We hope you enjoyed today's match between the Southeast Meltdown and the King City Knights. Drop a comment with your favorite play. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Grip City Dodgeball. We'll catch you next time.